Hello everybody and welcome back to Kinlaig. It is September, which means obviously we're gearing up ready for Halloween. Right then, so what we need to do is to crack on with the ploughing. Although we're going to leave that up to a worker. There we go. So yes, I want to get a worker working on that. We're going to start with the up and downs and work the headlands. Do we want to do the headlands? Yeah, let's do the headlands. But we'll let them do the up and downs. What we need to do... Oh dear, I'm in a wall. That's no good. Right, here we are over at the stonemasons. Let's have a look. We have castle stones! 5,000 litres of castle stones already. That is fantastic news. We need 10,000 for this step, but we can pick these up and start the work on the castle. Oh, no, I don't want to drop that. Let's drop the trailer. Yep, if we get these loaded up, then we can definitely go and give them to the castle, get the castle to start production on that, and who knows, by the end of the day we might have even more castle stones to take up there. We do get to sell these up there, which is fantastic. We could pay a bit off the loan, because we took out an extra £50,000, didn't we, to get the stonemasons. We have got a £150,000 loan at the minute. I know that stones aren't worth as much as the wood though, which is fine, because at the moment, or now, they are not costing us really anything to produce. In fact, they're not costing us, apart from the production fees, they're not costing us anything to produce at all. Because the water that goes into the quarry is free, which is fabulous. So, I'm not going to completely load up, because obviously we'll have to wait for ages and the castle will be sitting there doing nothing. So we'll just run these up to the castle and then we could always come back, but it'll be a later date. So we'll run these up to the castle, I think, and then head back to the farm. Plenty more things that we could be getting on with at the farm. I don't know actually whether this tractor will run the cedar. It probably will, but I'm not sure. What I did want to do is to get some barley or wheat in the field that we had canola in. No, I didn't. What am I talking about? Silly boy. I wanted to go for corn, so we're going to need to save up for a planter. Corn, sorghum, I think, would be the thing to do, or soybeans. Either any of those need a planter anyway. So yeah, soybeans and sorghum actually probably the best bet, because we haven't got the header on the harvester to be able to do corn. But it is something I want to do at some point, maybe possibly next year. When I say next year, I mean the next harvest year after the one we're in at the minute. Oh, the water looks a bit green, doesn't it? That's not overly clean looking. Right then, we're going to head up to the castle and we're going to get this stuff sold. I can't imagine we're going to make a huge amount of money from just these 5. Quarry is now set to distributing, so don't expect any more stones to appear there. So they will go straight to the stonemason. We do, however, need to keep the water topped up in the quarry. I don't think it uses it that quickly. No. Uses it quite slowly, in fact, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Probably, I would think, every 6 months or something, just top it up. In-game months, obviously, not real life. That would be a long time. Right. Oh, we're going to get up the hill. We should do. 150 horsepowers. But we do have quite a bit of weight on the back there. It would probably struggle without the stones as well, because the trailer's quite heavy. But seem to be doing alright at the minute. speed is holding. We're not at the steepest point. That's just round the corner up here, so... Come on, tractor. I wonder if we change down a gear... No, it would just change straight back up again. And I've lost 2 miles an hour. Well, that was the wrong thing to do, wasn't it? Oh, we regained a mile an hour. Oh, there's 2. Now is where it's going to slow right down. Yes. Oh, that does look good with the mist, doesn't it? Might as well enjoy the view if we can't get up the hill. Yeah, that is a very nice view. I love this map so much. Sorry, bus. I'm on my way. I'm just... continuing at 9 miles an hour. You can see the tractor moving around under the load. The front of it was just nodding a bit. I do quite like that. It was really nice. Little touches there. I know there's a lot that makes the game unrealistic, but that's probably more to do with the way I play than... I do prefer to keep it as real as possible. But little things like when the tractor struggles, the suspension sort of nods and things like it's really trying. Yeah, I really like that. Let's deliver these and get that castle back up and running again, because really want to complete it. I also really want to find more messages in a bottle. I've not found any more recently at all. And that is something that I do want to do. We've got a lot of places to search still. Still lots of the map that we haven't visited. Right, well, the castle has all the wood that it could possibly take at the minute. I'm going to be sort of saving the wood for when it needs it, because it will need it again. But here we go with the castle stones. There you go, look, 21,000, well, sorry, 17,000 pounds. 18,000? 18,000 pounds. Ish. So yeah. Not too bad, but not brilliant. But it does mean that the castle can resume building. So there you go, look, yeah, missing 5,000 litres. So yeah, we will need another 5 for this stage. While that production is ongoing, it's not costing us much at all, and we can slowly recuperate the costs of setting it up in the first place. Right, I'm going to head back down to the farm, and I will see you there. I don't know why there are so many weeds in that field. We did plough it last time, and I thought that was supposed to get rid of the weeds. But there they are. At least we've got a sprayer. That's the main thing. Right. Worker looks like they're getting on with that reasonably well. What do we need to do? We have got nothing that is ready for sale. Oh look, the windmill needs castle stones as well. Well, that's interesting. It's not just the castle that needs castle stones, but the windmill does too. Right, well, when we get on to making the windmill, that's going to be really good to know. Right. Yep, there is some wool that we've got, but that's not going to be ready for sale. Oh, I better feed Ted. Oh, it's Ted. I keep calling him Tim. Good lord. Sorry, Ted. I thought his name was Tim. It's Ted. Ted and his funny eating habits. Nobody had corrected me, so nobody else had noticed that either. But yes. I suppose what we could do is we could get another cut of grass and make some more hay off the field round the edge here. Just check on the sheep. Yep, the sheep are looking good. Got plenty of food in there as well. We can deliver another hay bale if we need to, but no, I think that it would be really good now to do a cut of grass and make hay, especially while the workers carrying on with the ploughing. The reason I pause while I'm talking like that is because my brain doesn't do two things at once, and I'm thinking about where to put the front loader at the same time as I was thinking about what I was actually saying. Which, that's interesting. I appear to be stuck. Nope. Nope, still stuck. Right. What is going on here? Maybe I need to put it in the concrete over here just to stabilise it. Yes, there we go. Much better. Right, so I believe that the JCB should be fine to run all these tools. Oh, we got the MB track as well, which would be really useful, especially to do things like the windrowing and the tedding. I do like to have more than one job going on at a time. Hello, Ted. That's embarrassing that I've been calling him Tim. Be good if we could change his name, actually. But I'm not sure you can. Does it appear in the animal menu either? No, it doesn't. Oh. Poor Ted. He identifies as Tim because that's what I've been calling him and that's what he answers to. But his name is actually Dead. Right. Oh dear. That wasn't ideal. Are we unfolding? What do you mean folding is not allowed while the tool is lowered? That doesn't make any sense. Right. Let's cut grass. I'm sure this is going to be magical. Right, well, we've done 3 headlands, which has drastically reduced the amount of grass that we've got here. I reckon if we were to put this on a worker now... still counts that as field. That's not going to be any good, is it? Oh. I guess we can't put it on a worker now. Well, that's frustrating, because... yeah. we wanted to get on and start doing the tedding. But no, we're going to have to continue on with the mowing and then move to tedding. Hopefully the Mercedes is going to have enough power to do the tedding, because we could always use follow me with the JCB and the windrower. That might not be a bad idea. As long as we don't start reversing for any reason. Which I think would be alright. I think that'll be okay. Right, shouldn't take too long to get this finished off now, so I'm going to get that done. The plough is going on well. I'm going to have to take over to do the headlands, but we're still going on the ploughing at the minute, so we shall see. Also, must remember to fertilise this field a bit. As you can see from the yield map, that it's definitely suffering with yield since we cut it last time. Because we've done nothing to it, so you'd expect it to. We also need to get a spreader rented and get some line put on the fields. That is going to be a definite. The grass field probably could use line, but I would think it would be, I don't know. We also need to get rid of the tram lines, although if we're going to put cows on this eventually, tram line removal does seem a lot of work for very little game, because I am planning to use the majority of this field for cows. Yeah, I think we will use follow me for doing the tedding and the windrowing, get that done in one go. We will need the bigger tractor back for the baling, so obviously we'll have to go and finish the headlands over there first for the ploughing, and then come over here and attach the baler and get the baling done. But before that, I reckon until that work is finished, we could get the tedding and the windrowing done. Tiny little bit to finish up here. The reason I'm not going up the field is because it grinds to a halt. Actually, it'd be a lot quicker to do it this way, as you can see there. There's a lot more of a slope than you first think. I really should be doing this with the Valtra. Could do with getting another big tractor, but funds are tight. We've got debt, and we've already got hire purchase on several things. It would be really good to not have to get any more. Right, last little bit, and then we can get on with the tedding and the windrowing. There we go. Excuse me, Ted. Honestly, can't believe I thought it was Tim. I really want to call him Tim now. And there we go. That's that deposited. So, windrower. I think the windrower has the same working width as the tedder, if not slightly bigger, which is a good thing. So we'll get this lined up back over here, and this is where we'll start the work, so we'll get it unfolded. Right, there we are. Now we need to get the CDs all set up. Actually left the tedder attached to the Mercedes, so that's good. Very few jobs this Mercedes, but the jobs it has are really good. Okay then, so yes, the windrower is slightly wider than the tedder, which is a good thing. Right, so I think I've got follow me engaged. I do. Yes. We have got a worker following us. So all we need to do is make sure that we carry on basically without doing any reversing. Ah. Right. Do I need to lower that and engage? I thought it would automatically do what I was doing, but no, apparently not. So, oh good lord, this is a bit of a pain, isn't it? Right then, so if we fire that up and lower it, we can always tidy the other bits up afterwards. And then put it on to follow that. Good. And then we just need to carry on. Hopefully that does seem like it's following us now, so that is great news. So we'll just have to see how this goes, I think, but at the moment it's looking pretty good. Right, well that's probably about as much as I can do with follow me. I'll have to deactivate follow me. There we go. I'm really shocked that it doesn't respond to the same key inputs. I think it's supposed to. Maybe it's me. Maybe my settings aren't okay. But yes, we need to move this out of the way now. Can finish off the tedding and then finish the windrowing afterwards. Our worker has also finished doing the plowing, so we need to get over there and finish the headlands off, and then we'll need to use the same tractor to get all this baled up. But I think follow me has worked reasonably well there. It could have been better if it lifted the tool, but like I said, that's probably something that I'm doing wrong. A couple more little bits I just want to clear up like this. And we're done. Should be fairly easy to pick up all that with the baler, I'm hoping. We have got a silage pit as well, so for when we get round to having cows, in fact it might be better to get a cut of grass. So the next cut we do, we actually put it in the silage clamp, but that does mean that we're going to have to rent a what do you call it? Forage wagon. Right, I shall get this bit done, and then we'll move on to getting the ploughing done, I think. Okay, so here we are. Obviously want to put it back onto steering assist. I I'm amazed how clean the tractor still is, considering we're just doing ploughing with it, but okay, well we're going to get the headlands done, which shouldn't take too long. It's only a couple of laps. And then, yeah, I think I'll probably finish this episode here. And we'll continue in September next episode. And get the field baled up. We also need to top up the greenhouse. That's something we haven't done yet. So that is definitely something that is needed. Right. I'll see you after we've finished. Right, we've got one more lap round to do, but we need to go and get some fuel first, because I don't want to be running out of fuel. That's a pain in the butt. Oh, what have I done? I wanted to fold it up, not change sides, but that's okay. Now we've folded it up. So yeah, one more lap round and the field will be beautifully ploughed. It is so satisfying watching that mud turn over, and now that we've got the track to sit in as well, which is new for FS25. I think it's just mad. It's so good. Mad in a good way. It's good mad. Right. Diesel. And then back to it. I didn't know whether to get the hay baled up in this month or move on to October first, but we're gonna start to get too close to winter, and there's a lot of things that need to be sold in winter. Right then, chickens. Let's go and finish the ploughing. If you wander over to the field, chickens, then you might find some good grubs. Keep you going instead of using all my grain. Okay. So, yes, we'll get this lap done, and we're going to finish the episode there. We've got quite a lot done, to be honest, but could do with getting some more trees cut down and moved into the sawmill. This area, I think, is looking really nice. When I say really nice, I mean quite realistic. Because farmers would do flatten the land out to put things like sheds in. I've been to a lot of forests in Scotland. Not in a weird way. I used to do mountain biking. And yeah, I've ridden down or up paths like this and next to farms that look very similar to this. I'm very pleased with what we've done here so far, and I'm looking to expand even further on it. Very pleased. Right, I shall get this lap done, and I'll catch up with you after that. Looking so good there. Love how the tyres deform as well based on the weight that's going onto them. There we go. We are done. Oh, no, I don't want to turn it over, do I? Oh dear. I'm wanting to fold it again. Right, so the next time we'll be in this field, we'll be spreading lime. Those deer have been hanging around there for a while now, but strange. Don't know what they're doing. Okay. Let's leave the plough down here where it was before, because we're not going to be needing that again this year. And we'll hook up to the baler ready for next time. There's an interesting pattern on the floor there. A tiny little crop circle in a bit of grass. Must be aliens. Anyway, right, that will do for today. We've got quite a lot of work done, and we are well on the way to winter, when we'll be making a lot more money again. But for now, that'll do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.